Five, four, three, two, one, fire.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Mouth of the Wolves. I'm Professor Brian Kopersky, and today I'm joined by Professor Tony Villani and Professor Victor Rambaldi, and we're going to talk about something very unique that's going to happen here at AUR this summer. But before we talk about that, guys, would you mind telling us a little bit more about yourselves, what you do here? I know exactly what you do, but maybe the students don't.
Well, I'm Victor Rambaldi. I'm an adjunct professor of cinema here at AUR. And I teach a bunch of classes ranging from screenwriting, pre-production, field production, film theory, and what else is there? I pretty much said everything. I'm very happy to be here, and that's about it.
Okay, thanks for joining us. What do you think of the new studio?
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
it really is.
We'll talk a little bit more how we can include this in both of your classes, I think. But Tony, how about you?
We're thrilled. I'm Tony Villani. I teach a number of classes here. I'm a filmmaker on the side, or maybe not so much on the side. And I teach courses, various courses, ranging from documentary film to photography to acting and film genres and other things like that. I've taught a lot of courses at AUR.
Okay, how long have you been here?
About 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. And you're still hanging on with us. That's great.
Well, yeah, I'm persistent.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, guys, we're continuing to evolve this film and digital media program, and one of the things that we've got of very good interest this summer is a new film school. Do you guys want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're very excited about it.
Very.
It started as a sort of an idea, actually more than an idea, a need for us filmmakers, because we were looking for a chance, a possibility of utilizing, a soundstage idea to shoot a project. And the idea came in going to Terni, the nice little city in Umbria, because I worked there in 1997, and they transformed an old factory into actually a multimedia center. And they built two magnificent sound stages, one even with the blue screen possibility. And so in talking with the staff, in talking to, with Tony, we said, why don't we try to get there and find a way to utilize at least one of these sound stages for our film students. And so that's how the idea of a film course came about. And we hope, this will be like, number 0, I'd say.
We also did sort of a master class there in the spring of last year, and that was what broke the ice. We took several trips to Terni, worked with the local administration, and got this going. And it was really exciting. We shot a scene from Annie Hall. Mm-hmm. No, I'm sorry. It was Hannah and Her Sisters a year ago. So we used the sound stage. And a lot of students came. There were extras. There were camera people. There were, gaffers and all that. So we got really excited. They got really excited, and it's been it's been a struggle to get it going, but now we're right there, ready to go, ready to roll.
Yeah, the city of Terni sort of welcomed us because the sound stages are not being used at the moment, and they're pretty big, 500 square meters, for instance.
That is
so
big.
That's one. And they also providing us a good deal, because not only the space, which is obviously empty at the moment, but also lighting equipment.
Okay.
And also the possibility of staying there as far as utilizing part of their props, which we need obviously to get organized.
Yeah, we're going to have a minimum of set construction going. The students will have a few walls available that they can, move around. And they will also have actors. We are going to have 4 actors on call for the whole month of June. They are alumni, AUR alumni, or, graduating students. And they too are very excited to have this experience because they'll star in a number of films. We are projecting 7 students, so 7 shorts will be shot in that 1 month.
Very good.
That's right. Each student will have a chance to work at least one day, full professional 8 hours day, inside a soundstage, which needs obviously to be dressed according to whatever the story will call. And so we have a list of specifics, which I think will be useful to hear. The course stretches about 4 weeks, starting June 6th, if I'm not mistaken, June 6th, all the way to July 1st, 2017. So we are right now in the process of looking for candidates that would love to do this, and we have some requirements.
In terms of students that are tuning in to listen to this, we're also broadcasting this on our Facebook page. So we've actually got our first official vidcast. You guys have been suckered in by your own...
We're excited. We're excited.
Your own interview here is going to be the first one that we actually publish online. So
Fantastic.
This is, again, an expanding area for us. So in terms of students that want to go to this program, this summer school, what are some of the requirements, or some students that, are there any pre-requirements from our film studies here?
Well, we were thinking that, some experience is obviously best, because someone who has never done anything at all, finding himself inside a soundstage will be a very frightening experience. So we are looking for people who have at least done a couple of shorts.
We need
before.
to maximize the time we have and the time they have in the studio. So somebody who's never written a script, who's never taken any production classes or pre-production classes and hasn't shot anything, is going to take a longer time to get used to it and to benefit from the experience. So we really strongly recommend some experience at least, but we also know that being the first year, we might be a little looser on those requirements, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think an experience like this for a newcomer will be, at least for us, that's one of our objectives, is to, as far as to learn something, is how to budget your time. In filmmaking, time is never enough. And if you have a chance to work inside a soundstage, you will find out that time, the perception of time, is completely different from when you are just, strolling in the street in your own city and working inside a soundstage when time really flies.
Sure.
So that will be our first objective, is to transfer to the students this experience, that they have to learn how to maximize time to get what they want. So we're looking for 5-page scripts, no more than 5 pages.
So it's a requirement to get into the...
We need to get that like a month prior to the beginning of the course.
Okay, so if it starts the first week of June, you said 6th of June, they need to have it to you first week of May.
Early May, yes.
Right. So get your skates on, kids, if you're ready to go to this program.
And the story obviously will be... the story in itself will consist of at least one interior, but also exterior shots, because the city of Terni has fantastic locations. So we encourage students that are willing or thinking to participate to consider that. In other words, we're not going to be stuck necessarily within soundstage all the time. In the weekend, for instance, they have plenty of weekends available. They could scout and shoot the rest of the story in exterior locations.
See, this really relates to the city of Terni, and it's something the city likes and welcomes. Something very important. There will be a film festival in Terni, right? I think in July. It's in July. So if our students' films are good, they can actually present them there, and that would be a fantastic forum for them. So we really want them to shoot on location, to use whatever is available to them in and around the city, and try to shoot for excellence, try to get into the festival also. And again, the city's opening doors, is welcoming us, laying the red carpet for us.
That's really, really good. So for students who might not know exactly where Terni is, obviously it's not a neighborhood of Rome. Where is it?
Well, it's at the northern border with Lazio and Umbria. It takes about 50 minutes, 50 minutes train time.
Okay.
So it's extremely close to Rome. Okay. And the sound stages are within walking distance from the railroad station.
Okay.
So 10 minutes, they exit the train and they are inside the sound stage. So time, it's very well used that way.
In terms of going to this program, is accommodation being provided there, or the students living still here in Rome and making the commute up and back? How does that fall into play?
Yeah, we really want them to be absorbed by the experience and not distracted by anything. So they will be put up there. They will get accommodation in Terni, and they will get to eat in the commissary, like in a proper film studio.
Get the full experience.
They live and breathe film.
Good.
Yeah, in a professional world, you have 8-hour days and plus 1 hour lunch. So you begin to think in those terms as you prepare your working schedule. It's not like, when you are in school and everything is sort of loose and nobody's gonna get angry at you if you run out of time. But we want them to be absolutely conscious of the fact that 8 hours is 8 hours. Of course, you can go overtime, but if you go overtime, it means going over budget, which could be the kiss of death for any film production. Yeah. So we want them to be exposed to that sort of discipline and control over their work.
Fantastic. Sounds like a really, really good experience. And for those students who are interested, how do they get in contact with us?
Through our emails, I guess.
They email you directly to
they can do that.
Rambaldi,
and they can also
Villani,
They can also talk to the registrar. In fact, we encourage people to go to the registrar's office as soon as possible because, seven slots. We have only 7 slots, and 3 or 4 are already taken. Okay. So it would be really a great idea if they could go see the registrar soon, within the next week or 2 at most.
Okay.
I just want to say a couple more things. As far as once the group is formed, then we need to prepare a schedule for each project, and the actual members of the group will be 7 directors, obviously, but also round robin fashion. They will crew for each other.
Okay.
So all the positions will be filled, and Tony and I will be there, multitasking activities for us. We'll do anything that is needed to help them out, and to the best of our capabilities, we'll do that. From gripping to whatever is necessary.
That's right. To do runner's job, or things like that. But one of the things that's really important is what Victor was just referring to, the fact that they get to try their hand at different jobs. And so they learn what it means to do there, and it's a full-fledged experience.
Full immersion, then.
Yeah. And also, AUR is getting a dolly, and we will have our own dolly to use there.
Good,
that is...
we want to...
Film dolly for those listeners.
Right.
Exactly, which is obviously...
not a little soft...
In a sound stage is a super plus thing to have. And once again, the emphasis is to be a little bit humble, because, 7 directors, sometimes in school projects... you have projects where, once again, the round-robin system is applied, but then if director is shooting his own short and then he doesn't show up to class because he's crewing for somebody, for his fellow student, because obviously he said, I'm not interested in what the other guy is doing, which is really shooting himself in the foot, because experience is really the key in our business, and everything that you can, do, even simply by being present and listening to the problems of another director working, or getting your hands on, on a dolly grip and how to do dolly shots and all that, I think is essential. I mean, everybody started, including myself, from very low class jobs in filmmaking, and the experience is invaluable.
Yeah, that's like learning how to be professional, how to think professionally, how to develop that mentality, and to take any job you do on the set seriously. So call sheets, go by what it says, be there on time, do it properly.
Exactly.
Sounds like a really, really, really fascinating experience for both you professors to be involved in it and the 7 students that would like to join this program. I hope it's really successful.
We have a syllabus that's ready.
That's
ready
right.
to go. So
Okay.
they might also pick up that as soon as they're interested. And post-production will be done once they get back to Rome.
Okay.
Probably, getting advantage of the Media Lab,
Sure.
AUR.
But we also encourage them to take their own computers
Yeah.
to Terni so they can watch the rushes and do some pre-edits, develop some pre-editing ideas.
That's true.
That would be really good.
So it will be a full immersion, and also obviously it's a first time for us as well. So everyone who is interested, please bear with us. That is the first time that we do that for a bunch of students. So I'm sure there will be high tense moments, but everything must be taken in stride, and hopefully we'll be successful.
We're counting on it.
Very good, guys. I want to thank you. Anything else you want to throw in about it? Or I think we've pretty much covered it from top to bottom, yeah?
Yeah. Once again, should we give out our emails?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do it.
Okay. v.rambaldi@aur.edu.
For now, I'm going to give you my Gmail address, and it's Villani, V as in Victor, ILLANI, .angels@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Okay.
I always wanted to ask you, is your email any relation to Charlie's Angels, or is that
No,
inspired by it?
it's for Angelus.
Oh,
That's
right.
that's
There you go.
what it
All
is
right.
for,
Okay, good. Okay, Victor, Tony, thank you very much for coming on, being one of our first vidcasts.
Thank
We're
you,
going to show
Brian.
this tonight
Thank
to the
you.
best of AUR to the audience there, so we can hope to get all of our film students really, really fired up and join this fantastic opportunity here offered by AUR.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
think film, you guys out there. Think film.
Absolutely. This is your
It's
chance.
a good chance to do something good for your own development as a filmmaker.
Okay, we'll sign off with that. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.